me fire, give me that one to the side. Welcome back to Wind Tunnel TV and the Raid Furniture Mart Late Model Tour. Tonight it's the Furniture Mart NC.com 150 race 8 or 9 of 12 as we head towards the championship night. I'm Dean Doucette, joined as always by Mr. Baron Labosco. Baron, big one tonight at the old Bullring.
Big one on a little one. Yeah, Bullring is a tight little course. We've got 20 competitors on this track. They're going to be nose to tail before we know it. Tight little race course. Bottom feeders all night. That's what we're going to be looking for. Dean, this is a driver's track. A lot of guys love this kind of track because it's just very little throttle time, lots of steering input. Really cool little racetrack here.
Yeah, absolutely. A fan favorite, a favorite of the drivers here, the Bullring. Of course, keys to the race. Don't change much here in short track racing. What do you think about tonight, Baron? Do you think the standard, pit early if there's a caution early, you think that'll be effective? We've been seeing some different stuff work out in these late models.
Well, here's what we know about pitting. We've seen this league and drivers in it manage wins from pitting early and then letting the race play to them. This is a tiny little track, Gene. So when we talk about green flag pit stops, you're talking about going down 2 laps before you can actually get back to racing. So if we've got a caution, I think we're going to see the competitors utilize their pit stops during the caution. I don't think we're going to see many green flag pit stops tonight. I would love to see some green flag pit stops tonight because that's going to make it a nightmare for you and me.
Absolutely. Well, let's check in on the points here. It's Mr. Bo Ledbetter with those 3 wins. He got them early, but he's hanging on to a 24-point lead over the youngster Walker Cole. Tyler Lehm sitting there in 3rd position, only 5 behind Cole, but about 30, well, 29 if my Canadian math is working out behind our leader. Allen in 3rd, Brian Cole in 4th. It's Olson, Sexton, Adam Cole, Howells, and Miller, your top 10. And we say this is after 8 races. We're getting down to it, Baron.
We sure are. And thanks to a very timely top 5 last week by Tyler Lehm, he's got himself reinserted back in the championship discussion. Walker Cole still holds steady. He's had some great consistency this year. He's got a win, too. So Bo Ledbetter seems to be the driver to beat thus far in the season, and he's going to start from a top 5 gridding position tonight. So, Dean, a lot of things are playing out as we go into the latter half of the season, and I look to see some other drivers start to assert themselves. Look for an Austin Miller, a Brian Cole, a Caleb Dyer, perhaps. Teams and drivers that have seen and shown speed so far this year, and I think we're going to put it to use. I think we're really going to start seeing some desperation and see some of these guys try to make to the front of the pack.
Yeah, absolutely. And last week we didn't see because we missed it. Unfortunately, little family emergency. I've become a caregiver now, and that's quite all right by me. But enough of that. Last week, Andrew Perry winning and Barry Hines second. God, I wish we would have seen that one, Barry. Barron, sorry, Andrew Perry. Man, good to see him in victory lane, and Barry Hines in second. Really nice to see. We might have lost Baron.
I'm sorry, I'm back. I apologize.
No problem at all, but we're just giving a shout out to Perry there, winning last week. Great job by him. We missed it, of course, but happy to see it. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get another new person in victory lane here tonight, Baron.
Well, we could. And shout out to Andrew Perry. Had a great run last week. I wish we'd seen it, but like you said, circumstances arise. Real life matters. So, interested in seeing what the Bullring holds for us tonight. It is a good place to have a first-time winner, too. And pit strategy, I think, will play a role.
It looks like Perry not in the field tonight, if I'm not mistaken. So he's taking that win and he's taking a little vacation, Baron. I might just do the same. Head out on the yacht there, pop some champagne.
Absolutely. Find me a little bit of blue water in the Caribbean, a nice tight bikini, and we're all set
My
for me.
goodness. How's your boating game, Baron? You been out there on the boat at all?
No, I have not been on a boat. I've done a little jet skiing, but not a boat. Jet skis, that didn't work out well for me. I got to be honest with you. Took in a lot of water that day.
All right, these guys taking a little meeting here, getting prepared for this bullfight out here. And I seen someone in the comments there, Baron, with no BS tonight here at the Bullring.
Yeah, it's a bull ring with no bullshit going involved. So, and home of the bull ring. So the Bushes are from here. This is a native Las Vegas track. This is where Kyle and Kurt Busch cut their teeth, and now the Winston West Series runs here as a regular series. USA Modifieds are out here on a weekly series. Great little track. We're going to see some good racing tonight, but the bottom line is the fast way here.
Absolutely. As we get ready for our starting grid, brought to you by k-t.org. Please go check out their website and support them if you can. Rare skin condition there, and they do a great job over there. So please go show your support at k-t.org.
Yeah, and the first person who does do and go show their support is cool.
All right, I was wondering where you're going with that, Baron, but simply you will be labeled as cool. Dylan Connor grabbing the pole tonight. Time of 14.785 with the young man back in the Krispy Kreme machine. Walker Cole starting second. It's Alex Sexton and Bo Ledbetter in row number 2. Kennedy and Dyer starting row 3 with Allen and Russell in 4. It's Brian Cole and Newton in row 5. Howells and Adam Cole in row number 6. And finishing it out, the Austin Miller, Tyler Lehm, Brad Abley, Zach Woods, Jay Dubuque, Scott Olson, and Don Jordan.
Pretty stout field tonight. Almost 20 competitors here. Really looking forward to seeing some of these guys in the back come to the front. You'll watch that 61 of Zach Woods. Watch for that 42 of Austin Miller. Scott Olson, the 77, finds his way to the front. We got trouble here.
I'm sorry, was there trouble on the track already?
No, I mean, you got trouble. Like, it's a metaphor.
Yeah, don't confuse me, Baron. Dylan Connor up here leading them down. Walker Cole on the outside. Here we go, folks. The Furniture Mart, nc.com 150, up and running.
Yep, side-by-side racing. Already you see these guys trying to get to the bottom of the track. Walker Cole won't waste a lot of time getting in there as he finds a hole.
Yes, sir, the 3 of Colin Kennedy looking down there in the inside of Bo Ledbetter in that 87 machine.
Yeah, and Ledbetter finds his way in. So single file now. These guys are going to run in each other's tracks for a minute until these tires heat up. You'll see guys on the high side trying to get to the bottom. Not a lot of throttle time. When we get some of that in-car viewing tonight, you're going to be able to see these guys almost always on the wheel.
Absolutely. The 19 of Willie Howell's under heat here from Adam Cole and Adam Newton, almost putting the Adam sandwich.
And that's almost a Cole square too. Now, Adam Cole, tonight's qualifier title sponsor in that popular 83 machine, doing a great job, having a decent run already. He's in the 12th place. Hasn't moved yet, but he's got a lot of competition around him.
Caleb Dyer moving up a spot over Colin J. Kennedy. It looks like Sexton just up ahead here, starting to put on the heat on Bo Ledbetter.
Yep, and Bo, we saw Bo try to play it a little conservative in the last race we broadcast. He said it kind of bit him in the butt, Dean, so let's see if he gets a little more aggressive tonight.
You can see from this view here just how far out in front Dylan Connor is gone, and we know he's got the short run speed, but he's got long run speed too. This could be dangerous for the group.
It could be, and look, if he holds it off, he'll start catching the tail end of the pack here shortly. Putting lap cars down is going to be troublesome for the drivers that are in second and third place, but we're lap 8 of the event, Dean, so let's see what these tires do as we get further and further along.
Absolutely. Walker trying to hold off Bo Ledbetter, who I don't think he was being caught. I think he worked his way around Alex Sexton and he's looking to go forward. He sees Dylan Connor out there in a big lead, Baron, and he says, I think I better go and stop the saving.
Yeah, veteran driver. He sees the distance, but I don't know if anybody's really overly concerned yet about that. Again, lap 9 of an event, as we see Sexton bleed off another position. If these guys aren't managing their tires now, they're going to have to later.
Yeah, it looks like Sexton's really saving. We'll see if that pays off or not. Let's hop in the cockpit here of Colin J. Kennedy and have a look at what he's dealing with.
And as you can see, lots of wheel input except for that tiny little back straightaway. And look, this wheel is bent all the way to the left now. It never really straightens out on this back stretch. He's playing some tire management in there. Back into the turn again. And as we see him trailing in the tracks of Sexton, this is the only spot he's straight right there. So, this thing will abuse the right front on these machines in a heartbeat.
Sparks flying up there. Is someone grinding down the wall a little bit?
Looked like a little software issue there, I think. That's disconcerting for sure, too.
Oh, don't use big words on me, Baron.
I did a bad thing. School word already. It's lap 13.
Brian Cole back here in 8th. He's battling with Willie Howell, or actually Richard Allen. Richard Allen's had some good races this season, Baron.
He has, and flashes of speed. The 82 machine shows up when he needs it most. Don't be surprised if this guy finds a top 5 spot before the night's over. We got one in the wall there. Oh, it's Austin.
Yeah, Austin Miller here. Running some different colors, but caution does come out. We got Bo Ledbetter. We got a secondary incident here. Oh, boy.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Championship implications here.
Yeah, and up at the head of the pack, too.
So here's a secondary incident as it's Bo Ledbetter chasing Walker Cole. Oh, and from behind, Caleb Dyer drives deep in. He hits him. Sexton gets into him. Around everybody goes.
Dominoes after that, yeah. Well, looks like Bo checked up a little bit and paid the price, right?
Let's get a look at what happened to Austin Miller. So Austin in the white machine here, the 42 on the rumble strips. Here comes Ebley. He's got a bit of a run. Door closed. Ooh, back on those rumble strips. Car does not like that, Baron.
No, just upset. It looks like he got that car to over-rotate in the center. Good problem to have if you're Austin Miller. Problem is he's got to do it from the back of the field now.
Pit stops on their way. Zach M. Woods in, Miller's in, Olson's in, Ledbetter, Brian Cole.
So lots of stops coming in here now. Interesting.
Yeah, it looks like some latecomers too. Lehm's in. Very, very interesting.
That it is. And, we talked about early pit stops, but that's real early.
It is, but we've seen it pay off. But it's been a while since it has paid off, Baron.
Well, we've got some good speed in some of the rookies that were showing up. And, we talk about him, but Bo Ledbetter has taken the bait. He is absolutely on pit row as well, too. So Bo had won some races from everybody else pitting. Now he's going to follow the leader.
He's still sitting there. Very interesting here. This could be door wide open for Walker Cole, Tyler Lehm, these guys who are in a championship battle.
So Walker, sitting in second place right now, looking to grab some much-needed points here. If he capitalizes on a win tonight, that puts Bo Ledbetter under pressure for the championship.
Looks like we're having a few scoring issues again, which is interesting.
Tiny little track, yeah.
I wonder if they are, because they did extend this caution here. It's Dylan Connor out front, though. Walker Cole, row 2, it looks like, well, as everything jumbles up, it's hard to tell. Colin Jay's up there, Sexton's up there.
Interesting.
Always, Baron.
Never gets dull, does it?
It does not. Dylan Connor leads him down, trying to get the good jump here, and he does. Down and away. Walker trying to filter in. He's going to be able to do it.
And I think that's Walker's. Emphasis there. Oh, we got Newton around. Took some other drivers with him. Yep.
Yeah, a whole bunch here. It's the caution, breeds caution. So the blue car is a 5 and Newton behind him, the 19 here. Big checkup, Newton checks up, bam, gets bumpered.
Looks like the 19 runs into the back of him there, and around we go. Willie Howell's getting his name called for the first time tonight. Not for the right reason, though, right?
Well, that was tough on him. I mean, major checkup right on entry there. Hard place for him to make an adjustment.
Oh, for sure. Short track. This is one of the shortest track in the short track series. If you don't have quick reflexes tonight, it's going to be a long night.
So a good start to this one, followed by a couple of cautions here. We're on lap 16 at 120. A couple of guys coming on to pit road. As I make a little adjustment here, Baron.
I say we make them.
Now you're sitting in your chair there, Baron. Do you ever get anything trapped underneath your leg?
No. I'm in Newark, New Jersey, so if anything is trapped underneath my leg, it's typically associated with a. Oh, I'm just going to spare myself that one.
Yeah, that wasn't going anywhere.
I was going to make a mockery of myself there for a minute.
Connor and Cole, Sexton and Kennedy, Allen and Russell up there. It's Adam Cole up 5, Scott Olson up 9, Brad Ebley up 7 spots. I'm really wondering why the scoring is going crazy here tonight, Baron.
It is absolutely gone nuts on us. Yep. So don't adjust your sets at home, folks. That ticker on the left is the same thing we're seeing on our screen. So.
Connor leads him down again. Yes, early start one more time. This time Sexton gets a nose underneath Walker Cole.
Yeah, so Walker's going to play at this one on hard mode. If he's going to get down there, he's going to have to do something special. Looks like Sexton's meant to plug that hole.
Sexton, good drive through. Kennedy looking for the opening as well. And we're back under caution here. My goodness.
Sweet.
Looks like Ebley, Zach Woods, maybe Miller once again. 76 of Brad Ebley there. Someone coming through in a hurry behind him.
That's
and
a
he
19
just hits
again?
him. Too much speed there. Yeah, that's Willie Howells again, I believe.
All right.
Find him. It is indeed. No, it's not. It's a different 19.
Oh, we got 2 19s on the track tonight? All right.
Apparently. Miller was involved, that's for sure. So
Wouldn't be a Miller race if he wasn't involved in something that early, right?
You know, Miller, he's famous, like the where did he come from guy. He's back there sipping Jack Daniels right now. He might have just thrown the cap out the window, Baron. He might be straight into the bottle now.
I ain't mad at him for it. Look, he sacrificed the best scheme in the race, and now he's paying for it. I blame this on him.
Well, yeah, rightfully so, I'm sure. Willie Howells hits pit road. Take a look at our pit board here, and as it jumbles around, looks like Howell's the only one with 2 stops so far. And I can't look at that. I'm getting dizzy, Baron.
For sure, for sure. And I want to point something out here too. Like these guys have raced around each other a lot, and racecraft is always a thing. We're only 19 laps into the event, and this is a tight little track. Dean, they'll get it sorted out.
Oh, they will. I mean, these guys are good. This is a little bit of an oddity at this point with this group, so they will get it sorted out here. It's very early though. They got to calm down a little bit. There's a lot of checkup, so we got to give them a little more room than they are currently.
Yeah, agreed. And nobody's winning this on the 18th lap of the event. So.
And by the way, the scoring, I believe, is just the way they're doing their caution laps. They're coming so low around the corner, it's like they're entering pit road. So it's throwing off the scoring under caution. No real problems with it.
Ah, that makes sense. I see what you're talking about now. Mm-hmm. Yep. I see what's happening there. Very good, yeah.
You wouldn't think that I'd figure that out.
Well, you're smarter than you look.
Damn. How do I look?
Wicked smart.
Here we go, folks. Connor, Cole, Sexton, and Kennedy. Green one more time.
So Dylan Connor resuming his leadership position there. Walker Cole found his way back into second place again. Sexton's into third, and Colin J. Kennedy there in fourth spot. So pretty good look right now for Colin if he can maintain this spot.
69 loses a couple of spots there up front. Connor, Cole, and Sexton. Then Colin J. we were talking about. Looks like he's diving it in pretty good there through the corner.
It looks like his fast way around is charging that corner. I don't particularly care for that, just myself, because it's abusive to the right front. But speed is speed, Dean, and he's got some right now.
Well, some of these setups too, Baron. I mean, abusing the front could be a good thing if it balances out your car.
Eventually, it could. Yes, you're absolutely right. Yep, long term.
I mean, I like to abuse my front tire.
Why not? Right, it's your tire. Do with it what you want.
The old Bullring here, lap 23 of 120. Dylan Connor, your leader, and he is trying to actually make a statement out here tonight. He's run second. He may have won a race or two, but, I don't think he's dominated. And he wants to come out here and show these guys here tonight, look, I can dominate. I'm the best driver here.
Good opportunity to do so. This track breeds domination because it is so tight. So if you're going to make a pass here tonight, you've earned your stripes. As long as you don't run over the guy in front of you. This is one of those tracks where when you make a pass, you go, all right, now on to the next one.
Absolutely. So how do you suggest you go about it, Baron? Is it the old, just stalk them and wait for a mistake? Or is there actually a way you can get a run on someone?
Well, of course, everybody's got their own strategies. But what you're looking at here now is Alex Sexton. If we're looking at the 10 and the 9 machines, right? Alex Sexton is waiting for the 10 to have a bit of a mess up here. So Sexton is waiting for the 10 to make a mistake, and the 10's not going to. Consequently, though, I think Dylan Connor is going to be under caution again.
Indeed he is. Zach M. Woods, Caleb Dyer involved, and perhaps Austin Miller one more time. He can't stay out of trouble here tonight.
Nope, he's found his way into the hornet's nest.
So Dyer at the back. Oh, and Miller just losing it. And
he lost it on his own that time.
Dyer just piling in there.
Yeah. So Miller having one of those, noteworthy evenings.
Well, there's a few notes on there for sure. 42 having some bad luck, and then perhaps, a couple of times now just losing it down low, and then that time, I don't know if it was quite the same thing, but he's not liking the Bullring here tonight.
I think he's waiting for that set to come in for him. That car's rotating really well in the center. Both of his self spins were in the center, and so if that car is rotating that well in the center on these fresh tires, when we get 40 more laps into this, he might be in pretty good shape.
He might be. He usually is. I mean, he rolls that center so, good with that 2-foot technique, Baron. Tell the people a little bit about that technique and how you use it.
Well, not to get overly technical here, because it's not something I can do with any great efficiency, but what he's doing is he's actually dragging his foot on the brake. He's got the brake bias on the machine. For those of you who don't know what brake bias is, the machine can dial in the amount of brake pressure on the front or the rear brakes. The front settings, the higher they are, the more stopping power the machine has. You woe it up faster. Hit the brakes and the car is going to stop. When you move that pressure to the rear wheels, it actually acts as a turning mechanism. So if you have the wheel bent to the left and you've drug the brakes, you've actually encouraged the rear wheels to slow down, which helps the front wheels actually rotate the car in the center. So again, it's a technique that some drivers can do with great efficiency. Austin Miller being one of them, Baron Labasco not. But it does help rotate the center of the machine. And so if you're off by the adjustment on the brake bias, or if you're off on your brake pressures, you can have some calamity like we've seen tonight.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. Not even close. Well done, Mr. Labasco.
I'm here to help all night.
You don't get paid enough. Here we go. Connor and Cole, Kennedy and Sexton. Another great start here. He's doing a great job on these restarts. Kennedy hung out on the high side.
Yeah, they found a hole too. So yeah, Richard Allen there putting pressure on that 3 machine. We talked about him earlier. He's still there.
You see those different braking points there, as Richard Allen had to check up a little bit.
Yep. I like what I'm seeing at Adam Cole and Tyler Lehm's 7th and 8th plays, up 5 and 6 spots respectively. Lehm looking for a championship run. Adam Cole looking to make more wins on the season. These guys are notorious for running, without incident throughout the event and then showing up at the end. Lehm with a really good run last week in a 4th place finish. With Adam Cole in front of him, he's like you are, Dean. He's in that sweet spot.
Lehm doing a heck of a job. Put himself in contention for this championship, so that's big for him. Bo Ledbetter, points leader, currently 2 behind him here in the number 87 machine.
And he's tracking Brian Cole. So Brian, we know, a veteran of the league, and he's doing really well right now. I think he's like you talk about all the time, Dean. You like to be in that safe spot, right? Where nobody's too close in the front, nobody's too close in the back. I'm going to ride, let these laps tick down, let the race unfold in front of me.
Yeah, I mean, especially when it gets a little chippy like it's been so far. I want some space, Someone right on your bumper, you got to brake a little later than you want to. And you got to get on the gas maybe a little earlier than you want to because you're scared of getting run over. So yeah, a little space is a good thing early.
And speaking of space, Dylan Connor doesn't have as much of it anymore. Walker Cole has found the bumper of that 92 machine.
Yeah, Walker's playing some kind of strategy game here. I think he took it easy for the first 30, even though there was several caution laps. Still saved his tire a bit. We're going to see here how this plays out, but it's still very early with about 84 laps remaining.
Lots of event left, lots of racing to go. Tight little track. This thing will click off quickly because it's such a tight little track. As long as we stay green, these guys are right now kind of feeling what the rest of the machine has now that we've got what we call a heat cycle on them. So that's anything over 25 laps, right? Getting a heat cycle into the tires. So green flag racing changes the conditions of these cars. We're going to see some comers and goers.
Back up front, Dylan Connor starting to move again. So as fast as Walker was closing in, he said, no, not yet.
I think I'm going to put my foot in the go fast pedal again.
Absolutely.
Either that or Walker just checked and let him check out on his own. But I don't know. Sexton's on his way.
Yeah, Sexton's coming, there's no doubt, and he can do that. Sexton, there's a lot of talent in this, up and down. I mean, Jaden Russell's won, Richard Allen's won, Adam Cole's won. I mean, in different seasons here, Tyler Lehm's a winner. 2-time, 3-time champ Brian Cole in here. Ledbetter's got a few wins. So, I mean, Olson's fast. Howell's, it's up and down the lineup here, man.
It sure is. And we haven't even spoken that much yet about the 61. Zach Woods can win a race. He's out of a good stable, and he's already in 15th place, so he hasn't moved at all from his starting position, but he's also probably playing the Austin Miller role right now. Just let it play out and then see where we are at the end.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right with that.
Caleb Dyer dropping to now 15th spot. Unusual for Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb back here fighting Brad Ebley here for 15th spot, and it looks like he's going to lose that battle. So yeah, he's struggling. He was up there a little bit ago, but had some trouble. Here we're looking at Adam Newton, Scott Olson, and Zach Woods. So Woods been involved in a couple incidents. He's got speed, but the control is the problem right now, Baron.
Yeah, it would appear that he's got it sorted out, though. Looking at the back bumper of the 5 machine, 5's already had a little issue tonight as well. So let's see what Zach does moving forward. He's had fast cars in the past here this season. Comes out of, like I said, out of a good stable. So we'll see what Zach has in store for us for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, I think he's got something. He looks good out there. He's got potential. He's a long ways back, though. Up front, Connor still there. Cole and Sexton doing battle for second place.
Yeah, and that battle is heating up as Dylan Connor has said, you know what, I'm just going to check out to 3/4 of a second here and let you guys all fight it out back there.
Caution, I'm back just for caution. To apologize for little interruptions in commentary there. I got stuff here at home I got to keep one eye on, Baron.
Well, one eye on the prize and one eye on the race. I get it.
Let's get a look in on this caution.
Multitasking. Women are good at it. I'm not.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Small hands, they get in tiny places too. So Olsen goes around there with the little contact. Dyer, I think, got into him. Pit stops from our leaders. Wow, big stuff here.
Not the hands.
Connor and Cole and Adam Cole in behind him as well.
He said tiny hands. Broadcast professional, I'm out the hell with it. He said tiny hands.
Pull yourself together.
That's great for the prostate exam. Don't sleep on it, fellas. When you get to a certain age, you want a woman with tiny hands doing that exam. Trust me. I mean, that's the funniest thing I've heard all week.
Always here to entertain. And speaking of entertaining, or maybe well done here, Dylan Connor, something I like to point out, he sat at the end of pit road there, Baron. Not many people have the wherewithal to do that. The pit exit was closed. He noticed it, he sat there for the few seconds until it opened, and then he moved. Saved himself a big penalty.
Heads up racing right there. So sometimes the iRacing will keep you on pit row when the pit car is advancing to that exit line off of pit row, and that's in an effort to make sure you don't cause an accident blending into the traffic under yellow. So for our folks at home, you get a warning sign, and sometimes it flashes right up on the screen just as about the time you're going to cross. So, and I'm still out of control over here.
Austin Miller coming around.
Green flag, green flag.
And green flag drops. My goodness, we were sleeping, or I was. Alex Sexton out front, good jump. Kennedy, Richard Allen, and Jaden Russell up here fighting. Barron's got me out of sorts. So Richard Allen now up into second, and watch out for him. He can get up here and win these things.
Yeah, he sure can. I'm back. I'm good. I got this. Sexton's out in the lead here. Richard Allen out there with Colin J. Kennedy, third place now. He was fifth. And, caution.
Zach Woods again. Woods can't stay out of trouble. I don't know if it's his doing or not. Let's have a look. So Newton in front of him. Willie Howell's right there. Down into the corner, a little checkup, everybody braking, and he just goes in a little too hard. Check, check. Around.
Yeah,
there you
looks
go.
Like the 17 collected him that time. So he did get it woed up. He just paid the price.
And all I can see is little hands now. Adam Newton coming down pit road.
I had water come out my nose, Dean.
Water? That's inappropriate behavior.
I was drinking the water, and you talked little hands again.
Should have been at least booze. Newton's on pit road. Scott Olsen coming in. Boys are having a bit of a rough one out here tonight, Barron.
That's par for the course here, Dean. We're out here on a tiny little track, a lot of cars, and
Tiny. We have to apologize, folks. We're not always totally professional. No slave on Barron. Totally, we are not. We love to entertain. I hope you're at least entertained.
Oh,
what kind of
God.
comments we got coming in?
Well, it's the 12-year-old in me just laughing my ass off here. Shout out to Scott Olsen texting us from inside the machine right now. Darren's out there. Good to see Darren back with us again. The army of Colin Kennedy supporters and Tyler Lehm supporters all with us here in YouTube land. Glad to have you all out. Shout out to all you guys. We appreciate you joining us week in and week out. I apologize for my severe lack of professionalism. It's also my charm, though.
Absolutely. We have no other way, Barron. Tyler Lehm up here. Now, you talked about it earlier, being quiet and clean, and he's doing it, not talking much about him, but I think he's in fourth place right now, the 99 machine.
Yeah, he sure is. And looking to capitalize 2 weeks in a row on some solid finishes. This is championship racing, Dean. This is how you get into that winner's circle at the end of the year.
Yeah, it absolutely is. This is a big race here. 4 races left, including this one. Got to have a big finish here tonight. Pace truck is off. Sexton leads him down.
Colin Kennedy not looking to let Sexton into that hole. He gets an amazing start from the third place position. And don't look now, but Colin J. Kennedy is about to stamp himself into second place here, Dean.
Yeah, he took that right away from Richard Allen. Great job. Here comes Russell filling that hole. So unfortunate for Allen, but he's stuck on the high side. Lehm right behind him. He might get himself stuck. Here comes Brian Cole.
Yep, so Jaden Russell, count him through. Brian Cole's in the mix again, so good to see him. Here comes Bo Ledbetter. Look out, kids.
Yeah, and these are big positions here. Ledbetter right beside Lehm now.
Yeah,
Up
preferred
front,
line.
Sexton with the fastest lap so far for him. Cole all the way through.
Yeah, big happenings coming through. Looks like Adam Cole's going to try to come through with him. If Lehm doesn't get down behind the 87 machine, he's going to lose a couple more spots.
Yeah, it's a helpless feeling, isn't it, Barron, being on that outside?
It'll drive you to drink, Dean, because you sit there and you're out there and you're turning the best laps you can, and it's not helping.
So Adam Cole making a move on the inside now. Walker right behind him on fresh rubber. Walker got in front of Dylan Connor through all of this, so that could be big later on. Those two were the leaders. They did pit.
I mean, it is frustrating what's happening to Tyler Lehm right now because he knows, there are cars in front of him that are slower than he is, right? So he's bleeding these positions, and now he's got to go back and repass them all.
I mean, my goodness, he's dropped 10 spots. He's going to lose to the whole field here. It's
Well,
just so unfortunate.
there's nose to tail, and they see, they're sharks. They see blood in the water, and they're going to keep him up there as long as they can. I feel for him.
Still up there. Here
Yep.
comes Zach Woods trying to go through.
Yep. So he's in there. Caleb Dyer is going to follow him. So he tried to make a position, couldn't get it in there. So now he's he's found himself all the way back into the 12th spot.
Wow, and he finally found a hole. There's
Charge.
no cars left.
Yeah, charge negated.
And quickly to the bottom. He wanted to go right by Dyer immediately. He is one ticked off driver.
He ought to be. I would be. I feel for him right now. I would be mad too. But that's racing. The good news is half of the event is left, so we still got time.
Alex Sexton, your race leader, the 9 machine, out in front of Colin J. Kennedy. How about Kennedy closing in here?
Yeah, Kennedy really slow playing this race tonight, even though it's a tiny little track. Nice even wheel in here as we see him from the in-car view. I love this view. You can see him. His steering inputs look pretty solid. He's got the car pretty well under control. A little straightaway, a little bobble, but other than that, it looks like he's really just kind of managing. Of course, if you look at Sexton, he's doing the same thing. That car's not doing a lot of dancing.
Let's hop on board and have a look with him here. Looking very smooth off exit.
Yeah, so Sexton not pushing his machine too much here. He's got a nice easy wheel going on. So good laps. We're turning the best qualifiers we can from the front, and the guys behind are trying to follow.
Absolutely. Jaden Russell back in 3rd position. The 69 machine. Brian Cole has made his way up to 4th, and I mean, Brian, amazing, up 5 spots along with Jaden. Richard Allen up a couple of spots into 5th, and then it's Bo Ledbetter, your points leader.
So Brian Cole right there in 4th spot. We called Brian's race on Monday night in a different league. He also had a top 5 in that event as well. So Brian having a solid week so far in these late models, Dean. We talked about him last season struggling with this new platform. But it looks like he's got it figured out.
Well, it's all by what we judge him by, right? I mean, we judge him by championships, and being up front. So, that kind of standard just can't be kept up forever. But here in 4th, he's 3 positions behind where he normally would be back in the day. So, but he's definitely coming. He is learning, and he's learning fast.
Yeah, he's done a great job with it. We talk about him, as a patient driver, obviously one of the league officials here. But what we're seeing out of Brian is, kind of what as a racer you want to aspire to, right? Racecraft has got that fully under control. Car controls there, speed, and patience.
Speaking of patience, Colin J. maybe out of patience here on lap 71. Looks like he's ready to make a move.
I'm wondering if the 9 didn't back up to him here, Dean. Nope.
Oh, and he's around. Colin J's gotten into him. That was not on purpose. He's not going to be happy with himself and probably will get a penalty for that. Sexton's going to be more unhappy. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Colin J getting into the back of the leader to the center of that turn. That's unfortunate.
See here, good run off the corner. It's closing in a little bit. Under braking, just edging up there, then bam! I mean, he just got into the gas a little earlier. Very unfortunate.
He was looking to get that drive off of the turn, maybe looking for that pass we had talked about, and found the back of the leader.
Now, there's no way that'd be on purpose, would it be, Baron?
Well, I mean, look, I'm not going to speak for Colin. It's generally not his character, but we'll see what the race officials decide.
I don't know about these political answers, Baron.
Well, you had me at tiny hands here, Dean.
For those who are interested, the old political debate going on tonight. Anybody wants to see the Republicans, lie to each other.
I've seen monkey shit fights at the zoo with more substance than this.
Absolutely. And by the way, I speak equally as bad too about the Democrats.
Carter's corner out there shooting on, cheering on Jay Russ out there, the 69 machine. Has he got his Firebird scheme back, Dean, on the 69? Has he got that running? Is he running that again tonight? Let's take a look here at the hood of that car. He was running that real good looking machine a couple weeks ago.
I don't believe it
Oh, he
is
does.
yet.
Yep, there it is. There's a blue
Oh,
bird on the
you look
front.
at that.
That's a good looking car right there. Yeah. Used to have a Trans Am. Had a '91 GTA Trans Am. Loved that car. Boy, I thought that thing was the fastest thing in the world, and now my Ford Fusion will outrun it.
Only time I was ever in fear, Baron. A friend of mine had one, a bit of a crazy maniac, and I tell you, I was grabbing that dash so tight you could see my foot, my tiny handprints on there afterwards.
You got small hands, Dean? Yeah, it makes it look bigger, right? Check, please.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on my hand size, Baron.
I'm out.
All right, new race leader, Adam Cole.
Adam Cole out there leading this thing. Look at that.
Somehow, Dylan Connors found himself in second. He led a lot of this race early on.
Well,
Not sure what happened to Walker. Walker was in front of him at one point, but now mired back in ninth position.
yes, sir. Yeah. What else we got up there, Dean? Looks like 77 Scott Olson. Is he running our wind tunnel scheme again? Is he out there?
Absolutely.
Repping
Love
the
Scott
colors.
Olson, repping the wind tunnel TV colors there on the front. We got to get him more airtime.
I agree. Free advertisement.
Well, and the He Hut, he brought the He Hut there, so that's something there.
That was something. They sponsored a race last year, and glad to have him on board.
Now, you brought that to my attention. I was unaware of the She Hut, I guess it is.
The She Shed, yes.
She Shed, there you
Yep.
go. See, I'm still unaware.
That's okay.
But he brought the He Hut to the men. I gotta like it.
Yeah, the He Hut and the She Shed, for those of us married men or men who are browbeaten daily by our girlfriends or fiancés, service is a privilege, not a requirement.
Adam Cole leads him down. Good jump by him. Dylan Connor trying to slip in. He does. Olsen down low, still looking.
And so
Howells,
now-
and look now, Austin Miller. Where
Yeah.
did he come from?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like, where did the 42 machine come? He's been in every accident tonight.
Well, he's on the outside, and he's going to be desperate to get down here, trying to outdrive Brian Cole and keep him behind him. Can't quite get off the corner.
And you never know. Somebody like Miller might like the high line, the way that car's rotating. He might have some speed out there.
Dylan Connor to the front, gets by Adam Cole. Adam thought about a crossover, just couldn't get there. So Dylan Connor back out front.
That would have been a pretty bold move by the 83 if he'd have tried it. The 77 was sitting right there to pounce if he didn't make that turn. Yeah.
This is scary. That was the hardest part of the night for Dylan Connor, getting all the way through that traffic. He did it no problem. A little help from cautions, but nice and clean looking car. He's your leader, and we got a caution. Colin Kennedy's in there, and Austin Miller, who was stuck on that outside. Let's get a look in on it.
Yep.
So Miller, who got down here, he's got Walker Cole down on the, looking underneath him. Door closed. Oh, and he just loses it. This is about the third time tonight, and Bo Ledbetter just says, I got to go through here.
Yeah. That's interesting. Very un-Miller-like.
Yeah, very un-Miller-like. So the car not agreeing with him tonight at all.
No, not at all.
Dylan Connor back out front.
You want to get him up here? Get him talk? You want to see if we can talk to him?
You absolutely can.
Austin Miller, Baron Labosco. Get your ease on, buddy?
Yeah, I got you. You got to hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Austin, Eat your Wheaties today, bud?
Uh, yeah, I had quite a few.
A couple of drinks to go along with it? You're having a rough night here, bud.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm seeing it firsthand right now.
He's like, yep, living it. How's the race going other than that, though? How's the car? Is it twitchy on it? It looks like it wants to turn.
No, it doesn't want to turn, and then it snaps. So it's kind of the best of both worlds right now.
Oh, wow. Okay, that is difficult. So we were up here speculating. Well, Austin, you showed some speed in past races. We know you're going to get a handle on this. Going to do it from the hard side, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm gonna need like an atomic bomb to land on the field for me to like do anything in this race. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, best of luck, buddy. We just wanted to call up here and see how you're doing, man. Good luck here, bud.
Thank you, sir.
You running that Jack Daniels next week for me?
Yes, sir.
That's my guy right there.
I love it. Austin Miller. I'm seeing it firsthand, he says.
Living it firsthand, yeah. What do you think I'm doing out here, Stu?
Dylan Connor, let's see if he launches early, and he does. Wow, great jump by him. Olsen down on the bottom underneath Adam Cole. Behind him, they're 2x2. Willie Howell's trying to make a move on Newton.
Yeah, so we talked about Willie Howells earlier in the evening. He's found himself up here now. He's racing for third. Good for him.
Olsen gets through. Newton stuck on the outside.
Yep, he's got Brian Cole underneath him. So Brian still fighting to get into that top 5 position there, and just a space behind it. He's going to be racing the 69 of Jaden Russell here. So Jaden a lap down here? No, there he is. I see him.
Russell looks like he's got something going on here.
Yeah.
He's just got to be careful with that speed because he's closing in on that car mid-corner. Looks like he's rolling pretty good.
Yeah, he's got that center figured out just right. Look at that. You know, these guys learn as they go along on these tracks too, so you'll see guys get faster as they figure out the line that works best for them.
Dylan Connor, your leader, lap 82 of 120. Scott Olsen in second. Adam Cole trying to hold off Willie Howells. Howells keeps getting in a little bit low. Can't hold it though. Russell looking for room.
A lot of pressure back there from the 69. So, yeah, Adam Cole might be holding this line up a little bit. We'll see if the 19 can't get around him.
Sounds like these engines are struggling a little bit as well.
I don't know that they're getting up to full song here. I mean, the couple of times I've run this track, you rarely get to full throttle.
Yeah, you might be right.
Caution, yellow flag.
Caution, it's Tyler Lehm out here. So the Rocket Man has had a problem.
It's gone to bad to worse for Tyler. He was in the third spot. Now he's got himself back here relegated to shotgun.
Looks like Dyer blinking around and fighting with Allen. Oh, and Miller again into the back of Lehm. So Miller's night continues. It's almost shocking at this point, Baron.
Yeah. Very interesting. Un-Miller-like evening.
So right now it's Connor, Olsen, Adam Cole, Howells, Russell, Brian Cole, Newton, Ledbetter, Woods, and Sexton up towards the front. Walker Cole back in 11th. Kennedy, Dyer, Allen, Ebley, Miller, and Lehm, your lead lap cars.
Interesting race the way this thing has unfolded so far, Dean. Scott Olsen, second place, up 15 spots. Zach Woods up 6. Willie Howells up 7. And then we've got some race favorites in the back, still struggling to get to the front.
Yeah, super interesting. I mean, there's been a lot of wrecks here, so it's going to shuffle it up. But the one thing it does when this happens is it becomes anybody's game. You got to stay clean. You could be in 15th, and 30 laps later, you could be in the top 3. I think.
Sorry, I'm back. I blinked out for a second.
Is he blacked out?
Now just blinked out. The screen went dark.
10-4.
Yeah. Welcome to hotel internet.
Where are we at tonight, Baron?
Newark, New Jersey. I'm staring at the airport.
So tell me that. Oh, too late. We're going to go green here. Connor and Olsen fighting it out. Connor holding, and he's gone. This time Howell's on the high side. Can he do anything with it? Adam Cole down low, looking to get in there for third position. He does. Here comes Jaden Russell.
So
Newton
Jaden
down there.
matriculate. Oh, and he's turned.
The
Oh
yellow
my
flag
goodness,
is
right
out.
in the field. Oh my lord. Calamity. Calamity Larry.
Calamity Jane has struck again. Let's get a look in on it. So Woods here in the 19, Caleb Dyer on the outside, Sexton's right there, Walker Cole coming into your picture, and ahead of them,
Just turned him.
and we got someone blinking,
Yeah, just turned him there.
kind of killed the replay. That was Howells with Russell. Getting rough out there tonight.
It is absolute pandemonium.
Pandemonium.
Big word.
Too big for me.
Big words, little hands.
Like a little T-Rex there, just coming out of the chest. Woo!
Short arms.
Brian Cole on pit road. Willie Howell's already there. Looks like Jaden Russell coming in. Tough one tonight for the boys here, Baron.
Having a little struggle with the tiny little track tonight. You know, small track, small hands, big cautions.
Fingernails or no fingernails, Baron?
What are we talking about here, Dean?
The girlfriends, you like them with the long fingernails or no?
Better back scratches for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
It's kind of tricky though if they go to pick their nose.
No comment. No comment on the picking. Brian Cole coming around. Dylan Connor, your leader, lap 88 of 120 in the Furniture Mart, NC.com. He's down and away. Olsen looking to get into second. He does. Cole gets in there. Here comes Ledbetter. Newton on the outside this time. Can he do something with it?
Yeah, Ledbetter's got a nice run here. So Ledbetter's found himself potentially here into the third, fourth spot now. So moving on.
So Ledbetter does get in there. Newton files in behind him. Not bad job by the 5, not getting hung up there. Here comes Walker Cole underneath Zach Woods.
So Walker still struggling to get back to the front. He's not going to find his way around this time. Zach Woods giving him plenty of room too.
What did I say about back to the front? Here comes Lehm.
Yeah, Tyler Lehm charging his way back to the front now.
Lots of action back here up front. Connor walking away a little bit. Olsen chasing. Adam Cole hanging into third, and there's Ledbetter and Newton. Then it's back to Woods battling with Walker Cole. And Lehm right in the mix.
Yeah, so Lehm looking to recover what he lost earlier. I don't think we're going to see Tyler Lehm on the high side anytime soon, Dean. What do you think?
Absolutely not. You can't go up there. Wood's doing an excellent job of hanging on right now, but there is a line forming behind him, and it might be a mistake as he might get freight trained here.
Oh, I think that the train is a-coming. So if he doesn't find a hole in behind the 10 now, he's in big trouble here. And nope,
There was a hair of room there, but he didn't take it. Lehm throws it in there deep.
that's called clearing yourself, and that's not real good racecraft. But Lehm's going to go through here. Let's see what the 9 can do. He's still got him pinned up there. So yeah, we got real trouble here if you're in that 19 machine. Yeah, Zach was, yeah.
Behind him, Russell trying to make a move. It's Colin J falls back. Up front, though, it's Connor walking away. 25 to go. The 92 really been great all night long, Baron.
Yeah, he's not had a lot of challenges and a lot of pressures yet either. So 24 laps to go. This kind of looks like the 92's race to lose here. What do you think, Dean?
Yeah, it definitely is. There's no doubt about that. But I don't know. Olsen there, he's running the right thing there. The Wind Tunnel TV logo. Perhaps he get up there, and what a great job he's done. I mean, he's up 15 spots. Third place, Adam Cole, up 9 spots. These two are big movers. I mean, they've done a great job tonight.
And they've raced their way up there too. They've done it on speed. So no surprise that they're up here. But do they have enough for that 92 machine?
Yeah, right now the answer is no. But it is not over, folks. And if you know anything about this league, anything can and will happen.
Every single race, no question about it.
Bo Ledbetter, Newton. How about Newton up 5 spots now? The 5 machine in 5th position. It didn't look great for him early. He's persevered, and he's having a good night now.
That he is, and Newton has recovered nicely here with a top 5 position. So we're happy to see Adam up here. We got another one spinning. It's Jaden Russell. No caution, 19 to go. Jason, single car spin. They race on.
Indeed, they do. Great job of him getting that car spun around. I bet he was hoping for a caution, but it does not happen. Walker Cole in 6th, right behind Adam Newton. Then it's Sexton. Sexton was out front for a while in that 9 machine. Oh, and around goes Newton. Newton won't be happy with that. And he does a 360, points her in the right direction.
Grabs a gear and keeps driving.
But caution does come out.
Yep, good drive. That's the good hands award right there by the 5 machine.
So you see Newton here in the 5 machine. In front of him, big checkup. And bam, Walker just gets into him because he didn't check up at the same amount. Very unfortunate. Newton can't catch a break this year.
Been tough on him for sure, Dean. Sometimes you get a guy gets snake bit, and it looks like this is his year.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it. I know a few. I won't name them just to spare them any jinx that might come their way, but I think it was longer than a year. They never wrecked anybody, and they just keep getting wrecked, and it seems like that's what's happened to Newton. I haven't looked at every wreck or anything, but it seems it's more bad luck than bad driving, Baron.
Yeah, sometimes you're the windshield and sometimes you're the bug.
Miller and Brian Cole are on pit road. Dylan Connor, 17 to go here for the victory. Little fettuccine francesca tonight I cooked up. Baron, what do you think about that?
Yum. Total yum. It beats the pizza and wings I had tonight.
I bet you didn't know I had that in me.
Well, we all do now. Did you make it? Did you buy it?
Oh no, I made it.
Ooh. Dean Doucette with culinary skills, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, here we go. Big restart. Connor, good job. Looks like Olsen got a good jump. He's going to hold on to 2nd. Ledbetter fighting with Adam Cole, but he's on the high side. Can Ledbetter hang on?
And Ledbetter's got his workout out for him. Adam Cole is not going to sacrifice that spot.
And Walker, big checkup. Adam Cole is loose. They're going to go 3 wide back there. Walker in the middle doesn't know what to do. Trying to play kind. He does.
It's a hell of a save.
Great save by the 83.
Yep, hell of a save.
Zach Woods now up high.
He's gonna do it
83's
again.
around now. He hasn't had enough. No caution on the track as of now. Dylan Connor, your leader. Olsen in second. Here comes Sexton to the bumper of Bo Ledbetter. 15 to go.
And Bo Ledbetter, third place right now. If he gets past this 77, you've got to be concerned if you're Dylan Connor. And Bo Ledbetter is going to check up and give a spot away there. Okay. All right. So now Ledbetter's out here in fourth, I'm sorry. Sexton on his way. He's making a pass for the 77 machine here in the second position. Don't look now. Alex Sexton means to win this race, Dean.
Absolutely, he does. He made that move. That was one of the first clean passes we've seen tonight. I mean, he had the speed off the corner, got a nose under, everything done correctly. Ledbetter follows him through, so Ledbetter's up to third. That's going to be huge in the championship night. Dylan Connor way out front, and you know, like we said, anything can and usually does happen here. This thing not over with 10 to go.
10 to go. It's going to be really hard for Sexton to catch Dylan Connor unless something happens to our leader here. Better than a half-second lead on him at the moment, but Sexton's coming.
Sexton is coming. He looks fast. There's no doubt about that. But he's just matching, I think, the time of our leader.
Yeah, it would appear that there's not a whole lot of interval gap moving around right now. So
8 to go for Dylan Connor. Back Tyler Lehm and Walker Cole, 5th and 6th. Bo Ledbetter 3rd. So the points leader is going to extend if it was to finish right now. Here comes Jaden Russell trying to make a move on Richard Allen.
So Russell. Yep, Russell in there. Jaden with a nice recovery after an incident.
Wow, Caleb Dyer throws it in deep. Oh, and he's turned him.
Got him.
Or he turned himself, I'm not sure. And Olsen's involved, and so is Ebley. My
Got
goodness,
him.
no caution so far. Here we go.
Got him.
My goodness, Baron. Well, we said anything can and will happen, and you see there off the corner, oh so close. Come down, really nowhere to go, but he fits it in. Oh, and that was net code or something strange happening there.
A little bit of software issue there, yeah, it looks like.
Don't often give that credit, Baron. I'm not a big guy with the net code. It's usually just a hair before what happens, but that looked like a legitimate software issue.
Yep.
Well, here we go. I mean, obviously, Dylan Connor, the favorite here on what will be basically a green-white checker. But Sexton, Ledbetter, Woods is up here. He's been aggressive. Walker, Cole, and Lehm up there. I mean, who you got outside of Dylan Connor?
Well, you know, if you're counting on anybody right now, go with that low-hanging fruit. That 87 machine's going to restart in third.
Yeah, absolutely. Bo, you know, third, down low on the low side. It's a great pick. It's my pick.
Yeah, Bo Ledbetter. Looking to do something special. We've seen him win a race like this before. So, you know, those two guys out front get into each other for any reason. We saw Ledbetter win his first race of this season in that very same manner.
We absolutely did. As I had to give a little time to Scott Olsen there. Feel so bad for what happened to him. He was doing great, but Ledbetter's done great. 3 wins on the year. This time he has to come from third in just a few laps. Can he do it? He looks a little banged up out there too. I'm pretty sure everybody does now.
I was going to say, is anybody straight out there now? Maybe Dylan Connor?
Define straight.
Right? No wrinkles in the fenders. I'm guessing maybe the only car out there would be the 92.
So 4 to go here in the Furniture Mart. NC.com 150. Dylan Connor, your leader, led a bunch early, pitted, came through. Still clean. That machine looks like there's not a mark on it, and that's how you get it done. The 92, your leader. The 9 of Alex Sexton, he's got speed. He's been doing great, but he's got to start on the outside. He's got to get a heck of a jump, and then Bo Ledbetter in third, trying to follow through and at least take second, maybe first.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
Austin Miller getting waved around here. That's a shot for you of Jack Daniels right there.
Well, he said he's going to run that scheme next week, so we're going to hold him to it.
Well, he's still got the JD on the bumper. Pace truck back out.
A little delayed green here. Good to get things straightened out, get them sorted, get everybody in the right spot.
Oh, and we're down and away, single file. What's
Single
happened
file.
here?
They changed the restart value,
This
so
late
there
in
it
the
is.
race, a little scary, but that's going to give Sexton a chance. Dylan Connor gets a good jump. Sexton there, though. Ledbetter there. Zach Woods is there. Here comes Walker Cole. Woods trying to make a move. This could be big for the championship, boys, behind Ledbetter.
And so Ledbetter might lose a spot here. He does. Could lose 2.
Yeah,
3 to
Walker
go.
wants it, and he needs it. 3 to go here. Dylan Connor, your leader. Walker Cole and Ledbetter, championship racing back here. Walker
they
does
are.
get through, and Ledbetter files in front of Lehm. Dylan Connor, though, your leader, with Sexton chasing, coming down to the white flag. The 92 gets it. One more lap.
So Dylan Connor virtually leads this thing wire to wire tonight. The 92 dominant at the Bullring tonight.
Sheer dominance. The 92. Dylan Connor takes home victory. Behind him, everything gets sorted out. Looks like Lehm holds on to 6th. Ledbetter in 5th. Walker in 4th. It's Woods in 2nd, or Woods in 3rd. Sexton in 2nd. As I go backwards, very confusing, Baron.
A lot of them hitting pit road. They threw you a curve here, Dean. You did a great job.
The 92, Dylan Connor. Can't say much more about him, man. It was a great night for him. You know, he's had some big fights. He's been up there showing great speed and everything, but he showed dominance. This is a different side to him. He's showing that amongst all these great drivers, I can go out here and lead almost every lap, Baron.
Well, and honestly, look, he had almost put a 2.5 seconds on the field, but we had so many cautions, we never got to see what the real value of this car was. So who knows? It may have been mercy that everybody else was as close as he was, because had this thing gone green, he'd have put half the field down the lap.
I think so. I mean, we don't know if someone was saving tires or not, but I'm pretty sure Dylan Connor had him covered. A great job by him. Right now, let's take a short commercial break. We'll come back. We'll get interviews with our top 3 finishers. Welcome back to the Bullring here in the Furniture Mart, NC.com 150. Where, Baron, I'm not sure who won here tonight, the Bull or the Matador.
I'm going to go with the Bull. Dylan Connor put it on the field tonight, Dean. He had him covered up, and I think the lack of green flag racing played into his hand. I just think it was an overall solid effort by the 92 machine. So, yeah, give me the bull on this one.
Yeah, great call there, Dylan Connor, victorious. But I've got the 61, Mr. Zach M. Woods, out here with a third place finish, up 12 spots on the night. Congratulations on a hard fought third place, Zach.
Thank you. The 92 car was fast tonight. So was Alex. I thought after qualifying I was kind of screwed because I was slow.
Well, you
But
didn't look slow out there, but talk a little bit about the early part of the race, Zach. Rolling the corners, checkups, and wrecks, they happen here at the Bullring. How hard was it to judge the braking and the different braking patterns of people?
uh, yeah, I got into a couple people, which I apologize for. I just rolled the corners a lot faster than some of the guys did back there, and I ran them over and caused caution. But I took blame for it. Went to the back again, and then but it was a good race. There was a couple times where I could just jump to the top and go.
Well, I love that, taking responsibility for a couple of wrecks out there. But Zach, you're a high quality driver, fast out here. You're trying to battle. What did you think at the end there? What was your goal? And did you think you could get to the front?
Uh, my goal was just keep the tires under me, not burn them up. The pit strategy that me and Alex use is pretty good right now. So usually we could find our way up there towards the end, but just haven't been able to figure out to get the win. Uh, I don't know what I would have been able to do different to get the win. The 92 was just fast.
Yeah, he was fast tonight, but so were you. It's a great finish. We look forward now to New Smyrna. How you feeling about that?
Uh, I haven't raced New Smyrna with these cars. I'm not the biggest fan of these cars. They have too much grip for me. I like the supers where I can spin some tires.
Yeah, it's a little give and take with these cars for sure, Zach, but you're getting the hang of it. Congratulations again. Anybody want to shout out? Anybody want to thank? You go right ahead.
I gotta thank my mom and dad, of course. P1 Performance, Logan Maynard Racing, and Zach Woods Racing.
All right, Barron, that was third place finisher, the 61, Zach M. Woods.
Yeah, and I've got his teammate right here with me, Alex Sexton, still under the same umbrella with Zach and with Ryman Castle. Alex, hell of a run tonight. You were in the mix all night. Tell me about your evening.
Yeah, it was good there. Early on, we were pretty quick. Took the lead there. I got a little contact, and then we pit for tires and put some fuel in it, and was coming back through the field and got tagged from behind, kind of set me back a little bit, and then worked our way all the way up to second.
Hell of a drive. We're 3/4 away through the season with 4 to go. Going to New Smyrna next week, a track you fared well in the past. What are your expectations for next weekend?
I probably hope to win. I mean, finishing second these couple races this year kind of sucks, but we'll try and get the next one at New Smyrna.
Yeah, so a second place finish here, Dean, from Alex Sexton. Alex, who you got to thank for your finish tonight?
P1 Performance, Zach Woods Racing, like he does all my graphics and stuff, and that's about it.
Congratulations, Alex, on the second place finish tonight. Dean, Alex still making a statement in this league at the Bullring.
Yes, sir, he was. He threw some of those spears straight into the bowl, but not enough. The 92, Dylan Connor, led early, led late, and most importantly, led the last lap. He got the victory. Congratulations, Dylan. What a race, man.
I appreciate it. I just want to first and foremost thank Adam and Brian and everybody. I got frustrated earlier in the season. I think I got wrecked 5 out of the 6 races I ran. So I took a little break and came back level-headed, and just kudos to them. Everything they're doing to clean up the league. And just, I know tonight was a little rough being a small little bull ring, but past couple races have been really good. So just kudos to them, and thank y'all for Wind Tunnel TV for everything y'all do.
Well, we appreciate all that, especially for the thanking of the owners and everything. We think they do a great job too, Dylan. It's always tough to work through all these things, but there's a lot of talent in here, and some of these get rough, but some are very good. And you were very good tonight. Got the pole, got the victory. How are you feeling there? At times it looked like maybe you're going to pull away, then you get reeled in by, say, Walker or Alex Sexton come back on you. How are you feeling? Were you managing your stuff, or was it actually competition for you out there tonight?
Yeah, I mean Walker and those guys, they were really fast. I beginning of the race, I was just almost every restart, I tried to give myself about 5 laps to go real hard to give me a gap, and then kind of backed it off because the setup just automatically likes to push here a little bit in the middle. So just doing the best I could to save as much tire as I could because it was inevitable. I knew he was gonna have restarts, so just wanted to have as much tire to get off and go with as I could.
I love that. Playing the strategy to the track, what's going on. You know there's going to be cautions at the Bullring, so you're going to get out there, get yourself a cushion. Yeah, I love the cushion. I want a little space around me. I don't want to worry about my braking points. So an excellent job with that, Dylan. It was a great job watching you. I thought you made a statement tonight on, that you are one of the best drivers in here. You got a ton of speed. We've seen it before, but we haven't seen this kind of dominance. And I like your attitude of coming back and saying, refocused, re-energized. We look forward to the next race. Now, what are you thinking about the next one? Are you going to come to New Smyrna and try to put on another show?
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be back for that one. This the last race I ran last year was the last place I wanted. I always loved the layout of that track. But yeah, I definitely plan to be back not only for that one but the rest of them. Like I said, just kudos to everything they've done to try and clean it up. It's been a big difference here lately.
Yeah, I love it. Great job, great representing out here. You got anybody else you want to thank or any sponsors you want to shout out, Dylan?
Just big shout out to my dad. He sits right here and makes all the calls on the keyboard, so gets everything right for me, and I just go out there and drive.
All right, man. We did a great job. Got the victory. Barron, the 92, Dylan Connor, victorious here this evening.
And a team effort. Shout out to Dad for helping him along the way. So love hearing that when father and son can get together and share a hobby they both enjoy, and it paid off tonight for him. Dean, Dylan Connor, your winner.
Yeah, I absolutely love that too. There's nothing better than family and dad. They're coaches, they're mentors, and there's nobody better to be your crew chief and spotter than dad. So big shout out and a salute to you, dad, and bringing them home to victory lane. Next week, New Smyrna. We're going to see if Dylan can go for 2 in a row. I look forward to it, and I hope you do too. Every Wednesday, 9:20 p.m. It's the Raid Furniture Mart Late Model Tour. But for myself, Dean Doucette, and for Mr. Baron Labosco and his tiny hands. That wraps it up here, and we'll see you right here next time on Wind Tunnel TV.